Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Studio Inside on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brywell alongside Brooks MONAGHAN as we take a look back at the season, and what a season it was, Coach. It got off to a good start, had just a little bit of adversity in the middle, and then that team really responded, made the jump this season, and what a run to the NCAA.
Yeah, it was a fantastic season. You know, now that we've had a couple weeks to sit back and reflect on everything, it's I couldn't be prouder of this group of girls, and you know, to send these seniors off on such a high and have the best season that they've had since they've been here. It was fantastic. You know, when you look back, you know, when it's all over, you kind of go through a state of depression. Yeah. And because your life changes, because it's all, you know, preparation, practice, games, and all that stuff, and also just because such a great group of kids, you know, that I knew when it all was over that this group would never be together again. And, you know, there for a while as well, you know, had a little bit of a sour taste because obviously we just came off of a conference championship and, you know, faced Wisconsin, and on the day we got beat, and I have to take full responsibility for that because I am the leader of this team, and I don't think it was our best performance, especially playing the way that we did against in the conference tournament. So that's always a tough pill to swallow at the end because there's only one team that doesn't lose that game, and you know, you want to sit back and when that season is over, that last game, just be like, hey, that was our best effort and we just got beat. And unfortunately, again, like I said, I put it on me, and you know, that wasn't our best performance. But you get over that, and that's what we're into a 3 weeks later or whatever, and you really take a step back and just say, look at the whole body of work and how well these kids did. And I know I'm being repetitive, but they deserve that, and what a great year they had.
Think you'd have one of your prouder moments of a Tiger team in your history here this season. We can go back to the run you had where you had the 5 conference titles, you had the undefeated season where you're winning. You're moving along pretty well this year. Then you hit that trip against the 2 Florida teams, a trip where you lose both, and that can put a lot of teams back on your heels. You had to be extremely proud of the way that team bounced back and went on that run to finish out the season.
Yeah, I mean, the girls knew that wasn't, when we lost those 2 games on the same weekend, you know, we didn't play our best soccer. So they were wanting another opportunity to play those 2 teams, and the chips fell that way, and you know, well, we did. We got our redemption, so really proud of that. And like I said, man, it was a fantastic year. You know, there was not a day that I left practice where I was in a bad mood, and you know, the kids. You know, Jeff, it's not easy. It's not easy to win and to win championships, and it's more than just talented kids. It takes a group, you know, the staff, the trainers, everybody to get on the same page and go all in. And that's what this group really did, and that's why we won a championship.
You got rewarded, too, with some individual honors. 7 all-conference performers. Olivia was named All-American.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, when you're talking about those awards, you know, in my eyes, of course, I'm biased, but I think a few more could have been on that list. But with Olivia, I couldn't be prouder of her. You know, she deserves that. She's been our captain since her sophomore year, and just very, very well deserving of that. You know, we haven't had an All-American in a few years, so super proud of her.
And of course, you've been around long enough. You know, once the season is over and you have those few weeks, things quickly transition into the future. You've had your recruiting, your NLI day. You have a 10-person signing class. So you're bringing in another significantly large group.
Yeah, no, we are. And your world changes. You know, you're so focused in the season, and then all of a sudden, like you said, they changed the signing date this year, so that was a little bit different. But now, you know, leaving later this afternoon to go on the road to recruit. And but in regards to the recruiting class we have, you know, it's all about going in. When you're recruiting, trying to look into the future and say, okay, we're going to need this and this and this to replace this, and you're trying to find those pieces. And on paper, we feel like we found those pieces to replace the players that we've lost. Obviously, we've got some massive shoes to fill, and you know, it's a process for these young kids, and how quickly can they transition. And some transition quicker than others, but I feel 100% comfortable saying that the talent, that this group coming in is extremely talented. It's just fingers crossed that they, like I said, transition quick enough to really be able to make an impact when they get here.
We won't go through everyone individually. The one player we'll mention, because they're coming in January from Finland, Isabella Mattsson.
Yeah, Isabella, I mean, a kid that originally was going to come in this past fall, but because of commitments to her club team back home and all that stuff, we worked it out where she could come in at semester. And you know, we're very fortunate. You know, she's playing the highest level in Finland, so day in and day out, she's in a professional atmosphere. So I think that helps her a lot with the transition, because all these kids that come in, all the other recruits, you know, they're top players at their respectable clubs, but this is the next level. This is the next level. So with Isabella, you know, she's got a little bit of an advantage because she has been playing at the highest level, you know, like I said, in Finland.
And of course, you go back up to, I guess you can call it North Memphis now, because it's 7 more Canadians making their way down to Memphis to play for the Tigers.
Yeah. You know, I mean, the Canadians have been good to us, and we'll continue to always, as I've told you, recruit up there. And really excited about this group. You know, have you know, a lot of players in different positions. You know, a lot of players that are very versatile and can play multiple positions. But like I said, we've got some massive shoes to fill, but really excited about this group.
Coach, sounds good. We'll talk to you, I'm sure, and catch up with you in the spring.
Thanks, man.
That is head coach Brooks Monaghan. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.